Mambo, Mohicans, and new listeners. Welcome to Magic Our Ways Magical Amusings podcast, coming to you straight from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. How do you like that? I did a little Disney branding there, so it's like Disney's Animal Kingdom, but no, it's Magic Our Ways Magical Amusings.
I'm sorry, in my mind, I was still dancing the Charleston to that number.
Were?
Yeah,
oh,
you were just.
I was waiting for the Dapper Dans to come out.
Yeah, Dapper Dannies, as it were. Yeah. And look, on this episode, each of us will name 3 rides in the Magic Kingdom that we are okay to skip. So whenever you go to the Magic Kingdom, these are 3 rides that we're definitely okay to skip. For this show, we have Danny over there, Eli, Lee, and myself, Kevin, guys. So let's get to this discussion of 3 rides that we are okay to skip anytime we visit the Magic Kingdom. Who's got one to throw out there?
I just want to make sure 100% that I've got the definition. It's not that these are rides that you hate. It's just these are rides you're okay skipping.
Yeah, rides or attractions.
I'm fine not. I'm fine not doing that one this trip. I'll do it next time.
Gotcha.
You know, whatever.
Right. You just, for whatever reason, you just would.
Well, that's how I understood the definition to be. So I just want to make sure, because I made sure that when I did it, I didn't go for any rides that I just wouldn't do ever, no matter what. So
yeah. So it's that sounds exactly right.
Okay.
These, you won't cry if you didn't get to it on any particular trip.
Okay. So if you want to start with one, I'll throw one out right away.
Okay.
I'll start slow. I'll go with Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Not only is that one that I'm not necessarily opposed to doing it, but I would have to be buzzed to do it.
Buzzed?
Yes, I would have to be buzzed at least to go in there, because I've been in there 3 times. It's a horrible, horrible place. It's just
you never take my jokes.
Yeah. Well, I've seen your jokes.
Oh, yeah.
There might be a good reason for that.
They got to work up to the style of joke telling.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, especially being older guys like us, we're there. Like, the only time that we're going to be put on screen is if we're that guy.
That's right.
They're not going to pick us for anything else.
We're that guy.
We're that guy.
Yeah.
They picked me one time for getting up and jumping up and dancing. Like this guy wants to jump up and dance.
Oh, did you do it?
Did you?
No, I sat in my seat and I did a little. I was tired, man. That legs hurt after walking around. Like, the whole reason I'm here is to sit down.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's the reason to go to that, is to sit down and just do nothing, and maybe even take a little nap if you could.
That's like going to Hall of Presidents and like Abraham Lincoln's like, hey, gentlemen, will you stand up? No. No,
I will not, sir.
Please stand up. Please stand up. No, Abe.
Very comfortable.
No, I like that, though. That's definitely one that I should have made my list, but I don't know why I didn't think about it. But for me, I just went with things that like I absolutely wouldn't cry about. Like I wouldn't. I don't know what I'm going at, but anyways, yeah, that's definitely would be on my list. But
the word you're looking for is ditto.
Yes, ditto. Yes, thank you. In so many words. But yeah, the one I'm gonna throw up there is Tomorrowland Speedway for sure.
Yes.
I'll ride it if I have to, like if my kids want to ride it or whatever else, or if
Tessa's there.
Or if Tessa's there, or if a bunch of us are drunk, we just like, let's do the Speedway, we'll go. It's not like I'm opposed to doing it, but it's like if I don't get to it on any trip, I'm okay with that.
The only saving grace of that attraction is the views. When you're in those cars, I mean, because you got time to look around. Because you're going
because you're playing
so slow, yes.
But I mean, there's angles there where you get to see Space Mountain and a couple of different things that, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Like, okay, this is a different perspective.
Yes.
Because I'm all about wandering the parks. Like, I'm at this point in time, if I've rode the ride several times, I'm just kind of cool taking in the atmosphere. I'm an atmosphere guy.
Yeah.
I like walking through the parks and just soaking in the atmosphere. I can walk into Disney World and not ride a ride and be fine. And
that's a testament to where we are in our Disney life, I guess. I want to say Disney career, but we don't work for that. But if it was a career and we've been there for that long, and like we've been fans for that long, we can take the time to really appreciate all the work that the artists have put into it.
Sure.
You know? Like to your point about the views, I mean, when you're up top, like there's a point where you go up the steps, you cross the tracks. If you're going to some of the other tracks on the other side, if you're on that very top area, I think you can look around. There's some pretty nice pictures you can take of the surrounding lands.
Yep.
So absolutely, I totally agree with that. But this is definitely one of the rides. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't cry.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of inhaling carbon dioxide, which there's a lot of on that one.
You mean monoxide?
See, that's how messed up I am for when I go.
You exhale carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
I might get all monoxide all in the inside. I don't want to inhale it. That's my point. But
Cool. What
Do they
you
still
got?
run on?
I thought they ran on like different, not gas anymore, but like natural gas or something, or propane.
Yeah, I think it's biodiesel.
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 Oh, okay,
This
man.
is natural stuff.
This is something inhaling, man. You take that, man. It's good for the environment,
Whatever
man.
Fillmore makes, that's it.
Yeah, Fillmore. Yeah, he loves that stuff.
That would be an improvement, though, if they just made it into cars vehicles. At least you'd have some.
That's
some
something we've
Siemens
been
equivalent.
throwing out there for a long time. We've talked about it. Other podcasts. I mean, we're not geniuses, but I'm sure there's concept art for doing it. I don't know why they don't. I'm fine with them just ripping it down and putting Radiator Springs races back there. To be honest with you.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
That shit happened.
that would be epic.
Yeah, put it as well. You know, I guess that would have to be in Frontierland, wouldn't it?
Well, it have to
Well,
be
you could-
beyond the
maybe you
berm,
could
so to
do-
speak.
Maybe you could do the Walt Disney World version and do like the Tokyo Drift.
Oh, like Cars 2 kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And then Austin would be happy. Austin would be happy with that. You get a
Somewhere,
Cars 2 attraction.
Austin is fist pumping.
He's like,
right now.
yes, you the man, Lee. You my
Drift.
favorite Magic Our Way podcaster now.
Dressed it.
So what you got, E? What you got?
And again, it's like Danny said earlier. It's not that I don't hate this. It's just one, I'm getting too big for it, sitting in it, and that's what made me think of it's a small world.
Okay.
I don't hate it if a group of people like, hey, we gotta go, cool, but I can skip it. I totally can skip it. I'm too big for it. I've seen it. I like the music when I hear it, and if I need to remember how to say goodbye in different languages, I will. So with that, I say sayonara, small world.
Sayonara,
Yeah.
Small World.
It is one of those rides where you're like, okay, it's small world, we got to do it. And halfway through, you're fine. But once you start getting around to the part where the room is white and you can see the back up of boat, you're like, why did I do this? what was I thinking again? Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, our first trip to Walt Disney World, it was closed for refurb, and we were so disappointed we didn't get to ride Small World. And now it's like, yeah, I'm not disappointed as much anymore.
Nope.
It didn't make my list, but I'm definitely there with you, man. Like it doesn't hurt my feelings if we don't get to get on it.
Yeah, no, I thought Eli was going a different way with that one because I was about ready to concur because I had it on my list. For
Head
sure.
on your list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not here to hurt any feelings, but I might with this one. I'm okay with skipping Country Bears.
Blasphemy.
I know.
I mean, look at you. You look like the target audience. for Country Bears.
I know, that looks like good music.
Why does Merle Haggard not like
Hey, it's
Country
my
Bears?
cousins.
Hey, like he hauls for bears. What?
Oh, I love that.
It's on the floor.
And the bear.
Squeal, pig.
Every time
Yeah,
I see you up here, I keep ready. I'm waiting for you to scream out, "Are you ready for some football?"
You can feel it in your head.
He's
That-
like, what's football?
Yeah, that's
that
right.
Hank Williams reference went right over his head.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Sorry,
I
go
think
ahead.
I'm just 'cause I didn't grow up with it. Like it's one of those ones that I just tried it. Saw it like the previous trip was the first time I went on it. So it's like
What?
I didn't kind of come up with Country Bear. So maybe that's why it doesn't mean as much to me.
Oh, okay.
Dude, like, did you ever like Showbiz or Chuck E. Cheese or any of those places? when
Yeah,
you were-
of course.
Yeah, I mean that's like where it all came from, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Maybe
like
so.
Country Bears is like, I don't hit it every time, but it's like, I do think about it if I don't get to it. I'm just like, oh, Country Bears.
Country Bear is always that one. Like it's to me, it's perfect filler because you'll never wait for it. And so when you're waiting back when there were fast passes
Yeah.
or when you need something to do before, it was always like, let's go to Country Bears, let's go to Tiki Room, let's go to those kind of shows.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you can just
absolutely.
kind of kill some time. The kids have something to do at least.
Go to the shooting gallery.
Yeah, well, it's a variety show, if anything. I mean, I can't remember it like verbatim. I remember the animatronics, but I get it.
Classic.
You pass
yeah.
by like, I can let that go.
You should enjoy it while they're still playing "Mama Don't Whoop Little Buford."
Yeah, I know, right? I'm surprised that
That's
they
not-
haven't changed anything there.
They're gonna
Yeah.
change you with Adrian Peterson.
Oh, break out the switch.
What?
My guys on Twitch.
Going to run you down.
That's right. Anyway, all right. So I guess we're back to Danny. What
All
you
right.
got?
I'll go with one that I thought Eli was going to go with when he was talking about I'm just too big to fit in that thing anymore. and I just want to speak specifically about the Walt Disney World version, and that's Space Mountain.
Yeah,
I can't even remember the last time I've gone on the Walt Disney World version of Space Mountain. I've been on the Disneyland one a couple times.
Yeah.
The Walt Disney, screw that one. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. I skip it every time.
ditto.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. You were going to say the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah, space. I can understand. Y'all mentioned that on the regular podcast often.
Awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tight. It's tight.
It's tight for y'all. I mean, for us, it's downright terrifying.
It's
because
excruciating.
Your knees are in your throat. I mean, it's kind of like the Matterhorn at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
where I don't.
same thing. Yeah.
But at least with the Matterhorn, you're not in the dark, so you don't feel like your head's going to get taken off by a girder
Yeah.
as you're swimming by because you got a Charlie horse in your leg because your knees are above your neck. It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. What about when we went to Disneyland? The Space Mountain cars with the side by side, the different setup.
Beautiful.
Y'all
Perfect.
felt good with that?
Perfect. Same thing with Paris. Paris, wonderful.
I was gonna say I never went to the Paris one, but I don't like the fact that once you put the bars down on that one, he's right. He's absolutely right. If you a big person, you put the bars down. It's like when you're done and it lifts off it. It's like your leg now looks like some sort of weird jigsaw pattern. Like it's all fit in like that, and it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable
at all.
Whenever I'm with people who are like insist on going, I know. Okay, I'll go with you. I'm dreading it. I don't even want to get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Well, so since y'all picked that, I'm gonna pick something here that's a little different,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say Peter Pan.
What?
Well, here's the thing. I love Peter Pan.
Okay.
Believe me, I love Peter Pan. I would ride it in an instant if I could, but I think it's one of those situations where it's been forced on me not to, and this is what I mean. Every time I've been past that ride, there's like a long ass line out the wazoo, and I was like, damn, I don't want to wait this long for Peter Pan. I mean, I love Peter Pan, but damn, like we're talking about hour and a half of waits, like, nah. So that's what I mean by maybe it was forced on me at this point. So now it's like if I'd love to ride Peter Pan, and I do think about it. I should disclaim, I do think about it kind of like Country Bears, but if I don't get to it, then it's like I'm not going to cry over it.
Yeah.
Like I would some of these other attractions that I would consider riding. But I think that's what I mean by it's been, because it's so popular, it's been forced on me. It's like I have to deal with this fact.
To your point, yes. I mean, most trips I do end up skipping Peter Pan because the line's just too damn long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I can see that, but yeah, I look at that as mostly just, man, it sucks. It's the circumstances.
Yeah.
When I'm able to catch it, I'm still amazed by that ride. Though.
Oh, it's I love the ride system. It's so unique. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
I can't stop singing the praises of it, but it's like it's so freaking busy now, and I can't even get on it, so I can't even enjoy it anymore.
Totally.
No, that's understandable.
I get it.
Yeah. I didn't put it on my list, but I put it like at the bottom with a little star next to it. Like if the line is long, I'm okay skipping it. That's how it comes out. It's like, I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah, you hate
miss
yourself
Peter
in the
Pan.
morning. But
Yeah,
it's
I don't want. I don't want to miss
Talking
Peter
about
Pan.
most Eli Sunday morning.
Hey,
Sunday morning.
unless you get that orange juice.
Get at it.
I don't want to skip it, but I also don't want to wait an hour for it. So,
Yeah, no,
but
that's
now
fair,
that
that's
the lightning lane is back or whatever, that might
Ka-chow.
give more opportunity to check it out.
Ka-chow. All right, Lee, what you got, man? What's your second one?
All right, let's go with Pooh.
Excuse me, what?
Not the restroom.
You can't.
yeah.
I was gonna say.
I thought you needed a break.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
a must do for me, sir.
Yes.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
He gets down with
Kevin
that.
can't stop, won't stop.
Will not
No.
stop. It don't matter how long the line is.
Number
He hit that cue.
2, go to Pooh.
What?
That's right. All right, yeah. So Winnie the Pooh, what are the Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and Friends, or whatever they call it?
Yeah, I just don't. It doesn't do anything for me, so it's not a problem if we skip it. I don't. It's right there with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I'll just wait the extra 20 minutes, whatever that is, 30, 40 minutes, whatever that is, to ride a roller coaster, actually have some fun. And Pooh's just kind of like, okay, I see some stuff. Okay, I'm done.
Pooh's kind of cool.
That's a trippy ride.
It is.
I mean, you got
Is
the little
it?
smoke ring that comes out. You got, it has a little motion thing.
Doors are popping open.
You see him leaving his body.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
They right in your face with the, the stuff. It's like 2D come to life as best as 2D could get.
And most people are like, well, he's dreaming, but what if Pooh died?
Oh,
That's
man.
what happened.
Is they heaven for a Pooh?
Did he go to hell?
No? Gotta think about that. Yeah.
Is there heaven for Pooh?
There's a heaven for a Pooh.
Yeah, man.
Heaven for a Pooh.
Help me.
No, not up. Never mind.
A Pooh.
Yeah,
not the monkey.
Come again.
No,
Oh, not that Pooh. I'm sorry. Another Pooh. Not a Boo, a Pooh.
Oh, Pooh.
A Boo. I was thinking of Boo.
Yeah. Well, you know how I was going with the
Yeah, I
song.
That'd be a good-
G,
that-
Pooh.
Pooh.
What is it called? A layover? Not a layover.
Overlay?
The Mini Adventures of a Pooh.
No,
Remember Mr. Pooh?
He's not listening to you at all. He's not taking it to you.
I think I've heard the problem with a Pooh. I've heard of that, but
How do you solve a problem like a Pooh?
all right, moving
All right,
on.
so
Wow.
our third and final one, Danny. We're back to you, sir. What you got?
wow, that was quick.
It was
Okay.
quick. Yeah, these are shorts.
All right, let me make Kirk mad at me, I guess. Walt Disney World's Carousel Progress. Like,
Why would he be mad at you?
because I mean, he enjoys it so much, and he's a traditionalist, and I'm a traditionalist. But I gotta be honest, man. I mean, that one just never got me the way a lot of the older attractions got me. Maybe because it's not as atmospheric because you're aware you're looking at a stage show.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because, they're talking about stuff that I can't relate to because it was back in the 40s and the 50s and all that before I was born. And maybe it's just because it's aged badly. I don't know what it is, but it's just,
No, I can understand it.
there's-
Yeah.
whatever magic it once held is just gone for me. And it just feels like every time we go, especially when you go with another Disney fan, it's like, yeah, Walt Disney Carousel Progress. And you just got to sit there and be like, yay. And it's kind of like, I really don't care. I mean, I know it was Walt's and I know he did it and I know it was beautiful when he did it. And it was also relevant to people in the 60s, though.
Yeah, this is true.
Because they had just got through the 40s and 50s and stuff like that, and they'd never seen anything like this. Now that I'm watching animatronics, pick diamonds out of mines, and I'm kind of, I've seen the animatronic thing. I'm kind of cool with it. The stage show really doesn't do much for me.
Yeah.
The jokes really don't do much for me. It's just not very relevant.
No, I know what you mean. Totally.
It's-
I tell you, it caught me
Yeah.
when I was younger. And then that's the last time it caught me. But now what it is, so just to preface, it's not a must skip, but it's not a must do. But it's a do at some point if you can for me, because it's more about nostalgia. That's where it is. That's where I have it on my plate. Is that it's more nostalgic than anything, because I just remember doing things when I was little. With my parents, we used to ride it all the time, and it was somewhat relevant back then. But now it's just like it's just for the nostalgia's sake.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it's like that stuff. I didn't put it on my list, but that's definitely one of the ones that I wouldn't do if there's a long line, because that would piss me off. It's like, why is this thing so damn popular? It shouldn't be that popular.
I wouldn't
I should be able to walk into this thing.
Yes, and even if I could just walk into it, and I would still probably not do it unless the party I was with was like, we want to do it, and then in that case I would. But
I mean,
I can see that. Yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
calling to me to do it. It just I really feel like like there's something when you ride Pirates, it always feels like there's just something new that you notice. There's just some little crazy little insane detail that you're able to pick out. With that, it's just.
But you might have a good point in that attraction has never had any sort of addition or upgrade to it. I mean, that's one of the other things about like Pirates or Hall President, something like that. They still add some sort of relevancy, as the years go forward. This one does not.
They've tried, but I mean, it's like, basically, I might as well just
Yeah,
call
they did
my
once.
Yeah,
I might as well call my list. What 3 rides? Anything in Tomorrowland, just sign my name to it.
boom.
There you go.
Anything, I'll even Buzz. You can sign my name to it if you need to. I don't
yes.
need to do Buzz.
Done.
I'll do Buzz, but I'm not exactly running around when I get home. I got 450,000
Good.
points. in
I got
Buzz.
999.
I was gonna. Yeah, Buzz was like the.
Was that on your list? That was
second
your last
tier.
one?
Not
okay.
the last one, but it was like that tier where I was like, well, I've done that, but I could walk away from that because I don't do the Chuck E. Cheese stuff too
Chuck E.
much.
Cheese.
That's how I look at it, Chuck E.
That's right.
Cheese stuff.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I wait for all the points, and you can't do anything with that but bragging rights. So maybe I get some tickets, and then I could come back and get a basketball or something with it. Maybe that would help me with it. But yeah, that was.
Can you imagine how much? Can you imagine how high the prices would be for Disney ticket game things? Like if you go to like a regular place, it's like, oh, here's a basketball, 10,000 tickets.
Yes.
It's like
10,000.
you're at Disney. It's like 1,000,000 tickets.
All the tickets.
Yeah.
But back to
Yes.
Carousel Progress, just real quick. It's like it's one of those attractions that it's like you're supposed to like it because you like Disney.
Yes.
So like if you like Disney, you're supposed to like Carousel Progress. And it's just like,
I don't know about that.
yeah, but I don't really care about it that much. Like
No,
I did
I
it.
don't think
I see
you
what
have
you're
to.
saying.
I don't see what he's saying because you don't have.
Well,
to.
it's
I don't
like
think you
Dole
have
Whips
to.
and Mickey bars
Right.
and pretzels, or
It's
like what else do they say? You don't
iconic
like Dole Whips?
Disney stuff. Is
He's
what
saying,
you're saying.
Yeah.
the Disney Ultra fans
Should like that.
Well, yes, it's kind of like you don't like this. It is kind of like a mark. How dare you not like a Dole Whip? How dare you not like Carousel Progress? I see what he's saying.
Okay,
I
and when you
concur.
put it that way, I can see that. But it's like I wouldn't force that upon anybody. I mean, I'm a pretty big Disney fan too,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna say, oh, you don't like that. I'm not gonna be one of those
Yeah,
like
but
freaking fluffy ass.
having
bitches.
said that, you're aware that there are those.
Yes, I am aware.
They
What
very much exist.
What's he call? We call them pixie dusters.
There you go.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's what Lee's talking about. I agree with Lee on that one.
Nah,
Okay,
that's
I
fine.
understand that.
To each their own, but I mean that place isn't even put an area that has what you call it, like an attractive
Je ne sais quoi.
location.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like you go
the
to
back of the
Pirates.
land, yeah.
Yeah, but you go to
Mhm.
Pirates, it's like right there. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, Carousel Progress is it. I thought that was just where you get the hot dogs. I thought that's where you did that. I am so glad that I got to go on that.
I didn't know
and
you could
realize
get
I
hot
saw where it
dogs.
was. You
Yeah,
know,
it's-
yeah.
It's a place that you see when you go to the restroom over there. It's
Exactly.
Like, oh,
There you
what's this
go,
big
yes.
building?
So
it's
yeah,
not for the people mover again. That's maybe the one saving grace to me of Tomorrowland. Still,
The people
And we'll
mover.
see what Tron does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. All right,
Yeah.
E, what you got, man? What's your last one?
really the I was gonna say like I hate to say it, but I
Say it. Do it.
Splash Mountain.
Shoot the J.
Oh, stop.
Oh no!
No.
What did we just open
What
up?
could there? What reason could there possibly
I'm
be
about to
behind
go
that?
pixie dust on your ass.
Oh no!
Did you go woke? Did you go woke and
No,
not
I
tell
didn't.
me?
And you know
How
what?
dare you not tell me?
I've
you
been
were
waiting. Oh boy! No. Of course, besides the drama, I mean, I just got my African American card back, so I can't, do that.
Oh
No, I'm playing. Seriously, the reason why is because mainly because I'm getting too big for that one too. That one is
I was about to ask you that because
Yeah.
it's kind of tight.
that one literally. If I sit in the ride, a lot of people like to get on the ride with me because like when they take the picture, my eyes always closed. Like, you were scared. No, I'm in pain. When the thing shoots down and my knees are already like pushed as hard as they can be up against the person in front of me seat.
I remember
really-
you last time we did that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, I'm
you were
like
in the front.
I'm like
He and I are the exact same size. We were both 6'2". It's not that bad.
You feel comfortable?
I'm not going to say comfortable, but it's no Space Mountain.
Well, okay.
It's no Matterhorn.
There's
It's
no
Space Mountain.
you're right. There's no bar that's pressed
It's
on
not
your
even
leg.
Disneyland's version of Splash Mountain, which if you're talking about that version, okay, because that's the single log, but the double log,
Yeah, the double wide.
Yeah. I mean, well, that one too is worse.
Well, that one I
for
remember
us.
he was tight in there. I remember when we went down when he landed, he was like, "Oof."
Yeah,
Tell us more about how tight he was in there.
I was so tight
When he went down.
when I went down. When the person came out, they were wetter than they were supposed to be.
Oh,
There
I was
you
gonna
go.
say you ate some charcoal and a diamond pooped out.
Woo! That's right. That's how I can afford to buy my own ticket again. But no, that's mainly for comfort. It's not about the wokeness and what happened. That's still a tragedy. I was actually telling someone about that the other day at work.
The wokeness of Splash Mountain.
Yeah, it was a racial discussion, which I get a lot of. I won't go into all the details for the sake of time, but essentially,
black.
yes, I am. And they had never been to Disney.
Diplomatic community.
Yes, and it will never be revoked. Yeah, but I told them the story about what happened with all of that. And they were
Okay.
like, what that went on? Like, yeah, man. So you got to get on the ride while you can, and remember, Uncle Remus need love and recognition too. So But as far as that's concerned, yes, I am not comfortable on there.
I got you.
And you're also right with the the Buzz Lightyear. I didn't want to really use that one, but mainly Splash Mountain is bad on my knees, so I gotta shrink.
Okay.
That's tough for me to do, but
All right, there it is. Well, I'll throw mine out there just for giggles, and it's
We gonna giggle?
pretty much any spinners.
They
You
spin
know?
it, bruh.
You know, I
Yeah.
because they're spinners. It's
Yeah,
like you know, if my kids are with me, they'll like to ride it. It is cool, and they dig it. But it's like if I don't ride it this time, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I can pass it up. It's kind of neat. It's a it's a spinner that's kind of cool, but I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyone worse than the other, or
Well,
what's
yeah.
better?
No, they're-
I don't know how to put it.
Well, I guess Mad Tea Party if you're in there with an overzealous.
Oh yeah.
Overzealous person.
Spinner, yeah. If somebody who likes to spin that teacup, any of the
That's
spinners.
literally a spinner.
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
the spinner of our
my
spinner.
wife will not do teacups, and she will not do Splash Mountain.
Interesting.
The drop, she just doesn't
Oh,
like
the
that.
drop.
I was gonna say
Oh.
she
My wife's
tall
like
too?
that too. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like the drop, and then she won't do Tower Terror. But Tea Party especially, she will not. She's like, if I get on Tea Party, if she gets on Tea Party, she's gonna be done for the day.
Does she tea bag?
Hey,
Dip.
And the
get that
silence says it all.
oolong.
Dip tonight.
Gonna get that oolong.
Go to tea
Skip to my
Ooh,
oolong.
put some sugar on it.
That's right. Nice. So wait. So what did you say? How'd you end? I got.
You never answered
I
the
just-
question.
that
Oh, you
was-
never answered the question. Oh, so what is your third one? Sorry, my bad.
No, you just,
let me go with Swiss Family Treehouse. I think that's kind of an obvious one. but-
yeah,
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, would you do it though if your people do it, or is that one of those where you're like, no, I will definitely not do it?
I mean, I won't refuse to do anything, especially like I was kind of thinking this too. Like if I was going with a friend of mine who'd never been before,
Right.
would I skip this and skip that? And then I don't think there's anything that I would absolutely skip, given that if I was with someone that hadn't done it before,
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
But I just after about 100 flights of stairs, I don't need to ever do that again in my life. It's like I already walked
After a long
14
day,
miles.
yeah. if
It's
you
like
can,
the
yeah.
Monsters Inc. laugh floor. I'm not getting up and dancing. I'm not walking up, stairs.
No physical movement for me.
Nope. Now, if it was earlier in the trip, maybe like first day,
First
And I
day,
had
first
fresh
we
legs.
just
Oh,
get
that's
into
when
the
those
parks.
buttons would help, right? First day in the parks. Then you can call on that person. And then you have another button that says like fifth day in the parks. Don't call on that person. It's like a little symbol for the cast members.
that should be part of the algorithm of the new Disney Genie.
It should.
It's like, what day is it in your park? Well, do not go to 5 days. Do not go to
Yes.
Monsters Inc. Do not
Do not
go
do this.
to-
Oh, that's
to
true.
Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse.
I don't think they have that, but I
Skip
think
it.
the Magic Our Way Genie could do that.
Skip it.
Oh. Anyway, I guess that's it. Are there any honorable mentions, or we're good?
I think most of the honorable mentions have been thrown out there.
I know one thing I had was Enchanted Tales with Belle.
I wrote that down as a no.
I like it. It's kind of cool, some of the effects they have in there, but it's not something I'm going to cry about if I don't get to do
Well,
it.
I look at it like the Enchanted Tales with Belle is like the carousel, which is like the spinners, which is it's not meant for me.
Yeah.
So if it's not meant for me, if I'm not the target audience, thank you, but I'm glad you don't like it. But it's not there for you. It's there for the younger ones. So I just kind of threw those to the wayside.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
see that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, guys, look, this brings us to the end of our discussion. As you may know, with the Magic Hour podcast, your opinions are always welcome on this show. So make sure you get in touch with us today. Shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, or you can call or send us a text message at 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That's 1-815
Oh, weekend.
669-4226. And of course, make sure you support ivorcomics.com. Make sure you book a vacation with Lee. Shoot him an email at lee@magicourway.com. And support the show as a whole. Go to patreon.com/magicourway, and there you'll find 6 awesome tiers to support us with. And you can find all of our stuff on magicourway.com to delve into the world that is Magic Our Way. So guys, thanks for listening. Magic out.